The Keokuk Chiefs are brought to you by Smithburg Auto of Fairfield, Iowa, Henshaw Trailer Sales of Richland, Iowa, the Packwood Locker of Packwood, Iowa, and the Cedar Rapids Titans, which you can see all their games on Round Guide Radio this year, starting February 15th. Will be broadcasting all their home games. We got Coach Protratz of the Keokuk Chiefs, who were recently ranked and have been terrorizing the Southeastern Conference. Welcome to the program, Coach.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, catch me up. I don't know how I talked to you since the Christmas break, but we've had a couple weeks of playing. I see you keep getting wins. I see that you're starting to getting ranked. I see that you got the leading scorer and rebounder in the state on your team. Seems like it's going pretty well for you.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been just getting after it. I think right after break, we had Mount Pleasant, which was a good test at Mount Pleasant. And then we went down, had a good tournament down in Highland, Missouri that we played in, and played with Madison, and then Washington, West Burlington. Then we've just been getting after it, Our boys have been starting to play a little bit better together. We've been telling them different things, been putting in different items. They've been responding well. And, of course, Jackson Clark has been amazing for us, getting points, rebounds, helping our team out any way he can. And we've been kind of rolling him a little bit here in the second half of the season.
All right. What are some of your significant wins in the last couple weeks there?
Significant wins the last couple weeks, I think for sure, are just any of these conference wins that we've had, like Mount Pleasant's a good one coming right out of break. They got a lot of their players back when we faced them, so that was a good one. And then going and playing, who else did I say? West Burlington was a good one too this last weekend. And Washington, of course, has been playing extremely well. So getting that one at home was also very much needed for us too.
Well, Washington and Burlington have certainly had a lot of success in the Southeastern Conference. You played Burlington. I don't think I talked to you about that since. You're down about 10 at halftime, but you still turn around and win by 10 or maybe even a little more. Tell us a little bit about that game, and was that a bit of a turning point for you guys?
I mean, I believe probably a turning point in a little bit of a sense because Burlington flat out gets after it. They're a super athletic group, can really shoot the ball. So just being able to make rearrangements at halftime and just having our boys respond in such a manner that they can go out there and play basketball in the best way that they can play basketball was huge for us. And from then on, we've really been growing and just getting better at doing those type of things every single game,
Well, let's talk a little bit about overall who's leading you in points and rebounds and assists and steals and all those statistical categories here, at least though maybe for the year or maybe in the last couple weeks, where we're kind of grinding this season down right now.
Yeah, so points and rebounds, Jackson Clark, our 6'10", big guy. He, of course, has been leading us in rebounds and points. He's leading the state in points and rebounds, which is absolutely an amazing feat to do. So he's our main guy there. For assists and steals, that really just comes down to any specific night. Our defense makes it so that every single one of our players gets after it. And our offense, we like to share the ball, make sure that we can get the ball inside to, Jackson, but then also get kicked out to our shooters. And it's been working out great, and all of our players have responded and making these little things happen for us.
Well, who's contributing in a major way that's not named Jackson Clark there?
Yeah, overall, I think all of our players have contributed in an amazing way, but I'll start with our point guard, Antonio. He just gets after on the defensive end of the floor, and then you would be shocked. He's only about 5'7", and he goes and he gets a crazy amount of rebounds, gets those gritty rebounds out of nowhere. So he, of course, is a big boost for us. As far as points and rebounds concerns, Jackson's younger brother, Jalen Clark, has also been having a huge step forward in getting some more points and rebounds. And same with Chase Smith. Honestly, overall, Chase Smith has came off the bench for us, and he's been a huge spark. He's a high flyer. He likes to get up and dunk the ball, but he also knocked down the three, and he's been huge for that whole points and rebound category. And then other than that, Kyler Bealman and Lincoln Ray have been our two wing guys who finally walked into their shot a little bit more, so they've been knocking down some more from three and getting after it defensively like they have all season. Honestly, I can't be any more proud of our boys just getting after it. They're all huge development. They've been developed throughout this entire season. They've been getting after it. Other guys I haven't mentioned yet, it's Kurt Drawer and Ryder. They're just all want to work hard and just win games. And I couldn't ask for anything better than that right now.
But it seems like one of the goals is kind of being getting some respect. That means maybe appearing in the rankings. I saw you there at 15. It looked like your team was jazzed about that. What was it? Was that a little shot in the arm for your fellas to finally get in the ranking?
I'm in Troy. We always want to be ranked, of course, but I always tell them our main goal is just to get better every single day, and then go win the day, go win the basketball game, go win the next day. Because if we just do our job, the whole rankings, that whole system in general is going to take care of itself. So we just work on ourselves, focus on ourselves to get better on the basketball court, get better as people, understand all these little things, and everything else is going to take care of itself.
Well, we got to see you guys in the Jamboree. I don't know, it was your first or second preseason game. You're playing a very exciting player in the Shea kid, Shea Stevens from Notre Dame in that game. But let me ask you about just from that early part of the season or preseason, what aspect of the game are you doing a lot better in than you were at the beginning?
Oh man, at the beginning, there's so many different aspects I believe we've grown in. One aspect is like Shea Stevens. He's an amazing player, and he was honestly killing us on the just like as
You and
scoring the
everybody
ball.
else under the sun.
Yeah, no joke. I'm not saying we could score him now, like stop him now, but I'm saying I feel like our defensive intensity, our pressure, and our help side has picked up a tremendous amount from it. But
Yeah.
like just getting on defensive, just flat out getting after it, I feel like we've improved so much better. Once again, not saying we stop him, but overall, I'm saying that we've done a whole lot better at getting better at that.
Well, you guys are playing the best teams in Iowa. You're playing the best teams in Illinois. You're playing the best teams in Missouri, it seems like. Is there a few players that you played against this year that are players of note that maybe you got to see that were really good?
Yeah, man, I'll tell you first, I'll tell everyone else, I'm really, really terrible at names. But there was one kid, we went to the tournament down in Missouri and we lost to Palmyra, and there was one kid at Palmyra that was really, really good. And he could shoot the ball, and he could get downhill, and he can dish for others. So he was a pretty good player. West Burlington, they were fighting it there in the first half with us this Saturday. And there was this one kid that shot lights out from the gym. I think he had like 19 points in the first half just because he was able to shoot threes. That was number one for West Burlington. So definitely watch out for him. He got on the heater quick. But overall, it's just every single team has players that we got to watch out for, scout for, because basketball's a fun game and anybody can get after any other night. You know what I mean?
Well, I certainly do. Very exciting game you got coming up here against Oskaloosa. Oskaloosa's up there in the rankings, and they got a couple big kids. And I saw them play early in the year, and they look dynamite to me. Seems like they play a lot of big schools, so I probably won some and lost some. But what kind of challenges? When is this game, and what kind of a challenge is this going to be for you guys?
Yeah, so we go play Oskaloosa tomorrow night at Oskaloosa, and this is a huge, huge challenge. I tell my boys like this is a good progress check almost to see where we are at and what can we work on still. So it's going to be one of those challenges like how are we going to react with their type of defensive pressure and their type of ability to be able to get downhill and score the ball. So we're going to see tomorrow, and I hope my boys are prepared. I hope they're ready to go and get after it. 3 games in 4 days is tough, but it's also super exciting to have, which I believe they're all ready for the opportunity, and we're going to go see tomorrow night.
Well, I think you're probably in the best shape of the season. The beginning basketball's the first half of the season takes about 6 weeks, it seems like, and then the last half takes about 2 weeks because there's 3-week break at Christmas, and you always have some bad weather, and you got Thanksgiving in there just when you get it started. It's just a lot of starting and stopping. But now seems like you got a couple weeks straight going. You got another couple of weeks of there's not a whole lot of the season left, to be honest with you.
No.
And I don't know what your overall record is. I know you're undefeated in the Southeastern Conference.
Yes, we're undefeated in the Southeastern Conference, and right now we are 10-2 overall. So
10-2 overall. Wow,
yeah.
that's really good because you're playing good teams. You're playing good teams in the Southeastern Conference. But I don't know. You're really having something good. Is there a team out there looming that you're a little worried about left on the schedule?
I wouldn't say worried about ever, but I'm excited for sure Oskaloosa tomorrow, and then West Hancock's the team right over the river from us. We play them next Tuesday, which is also exciting. Of course, Burlington on Friday. That's a huge conference game for us too.
Wow,
So
you do have you got some big ones this week. So is that the games you got coming up for next week?
yeah, we got Oskaloosa Monday, Burlington
Oskaloosa.
Friday, and then West Hancock on next Tuesday. So that's a fun stretch.
Well, that's some high octane basketball you're going to be playing, but it's been a pleasure watching your team this year and following along, and you're not disappointing, and you're playing great games and you're playing great basketball. I know this is your first year coaching. Is there aspect of coaching that you're better at than you were after getting a half a season under your belt?
Man, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Right now, I'm just taking every game at a time, just trying to help these boys be the most prepared as possible. Our coaching staff in general is trying to get these boys to be as prepared as possible, and we're just going to continue to do so.
We're talking to Coach Protratz of the Keokuk Chiefs, who's 10-2, ranked 15 in the state, got the number one leading scorer in the state, got the number one leading rebounder. It's the same guy, Jackson Clark. Mr. Excitement, everything's going great for this team. I can't wait to talk to you again. Coach, was there anything you want to talk about that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
Nope, not really. Like I always say, just try to make sure everybody comes catch a game for the Keokuk Chiefs. We're excited to watch, and make sure you can watch us.
Well, I know everybody's following you big time, and people are following you big time on Round Guy Radio. I appreciate all the time you come on. Hopefully, we'll get in there and see you again before the year's over.
Yes, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Bye.